Are you wondering how you're going to survive your dissertation? Well, stay tuned. We're going to talk about how you can thrive during the dissertation journey. Since you have completed all of your doctoral coursework and you're ready to begin your dissertation, you are in a great place to make a real difference. I hope that you can think of a way to use your research to make something better. Think about a problem of practice, maybe where you work or where you study, or in your community or in your place of worship. What problem do you see? What's already been done about that problem? Can you do some research to make things better? It would be terrible to have read so many books and read through so many articles and not be able to create real change. So let's think about how you can take a learning theory or a leadership theory or whatever it is that you've studied in your coursework, and let's make something better. Use your knowledge to make a positive difference in the lives of others. In his book, Good to Great, author Jim Collins tells us that greatness is not a function of circumstance. In story after story, he shows us how greatness is a matter of conscious choice. Great leaders have a resolve to do whatever it takes to make their community, their company, their school great. It's a matter of conscious choice. So, as a leader in education or whatever your field is, think of a problem that you can solve. You can take something good and make it great. Let's make a conscious choice here at the outset of your dissertation to use all of the knowledge that you've acquired in your studies and your God-given experiences. Make a conscious choice to be dedicated to the completion of your dissertation. Take it chunk by chunk or chapter by chapter. Dedicate yourself to quiet times to read and to reflect and to write. Extra time isn't just going to avail itself to you some Saturday morning. You're going to have to make a conscious effort to take time out of your very busy schedule to work and to produce writing for your chair to read. Your initial meetings with your dissertation chair will be about your topic. You've obviously already read about your topic. I hope that you've been collecting resources about your topic in those databases. One way to kind of organize the information as you're collecting it and sorting through is to make an Excel spreadsheet. And maybe you want to create columns and list maybe the author and the title of the study and the purpose of that study, and maybe even the research questions. And maybe you want to create a few more columns to let you know if it was a qualitative or a quantitative study, and maybe the type of analysis that they conducted. And in that final column, just kind of summarize some of the key findings that have something to do with your topic. And that's one way to kind of organize the massive amount of articles that you've been reading. Next, you need to be prepared to communicate with your dissertation chair about that problem that you're trying to solve. What is it that you really want to know? As you've worked through all of those articles and you've taken notes on those various studies, what is the gap that you found? I know this and I've learned about this and somebody's already researched that, but what is the gap that's left surrounding my topic? That's what I want to focus in on, and that's what I want to conduct my research on. Once you've found that gap, it's important that you're able to communicate that to your chair and to your committee to show that your study really is necessary. I love to ask my dissertation students, what is it that you really want to know? The answer to that question is going to help you keep narrowing down your topic. As you work going through the studies about your topic, think of it like an inverted triangle. You might have started broadly, but you want to keep narrowing it down until you get a topic that is researchable, that is manageable. So when you have that problem that you want to solve, then you need to look at your literature again and see if other researchers have already studied that problem in a different way and ask yourself if a solution to that problem already exists. I want you to think for a moment about your trajectory beyond dissertation. What kind of impact can your study have? You don't have to change the world, but sometimes I think it's motivating if you realize that your topic, your solution to a problem of practice really can have an impact. A rough outline or a sketch can help you with the big picture of your dissertation. If you have that problem of practice and you're working on communicating it to your dissertation chair, then you might want to start just kind of sketching it out. You know, the old draw it out on a napkin trick might work for you. Put the problem up in the corner and focus in on that problem, and then turn that problem into a research question. Then ask yourself, what type of data about the problem do you need to collect? The answers to these questions will help you to know what type of methodology you need to investigate your problem of practice. As a dissertation student, you have certain responsibilities. First of all, stay in contact with your dissertation chair. Discuss your topic and listen to what your chair has to say. Heed his or her suggestions, and then spend time each week writing in your dissertation, proofreading, editing, sending your best work back to that dissertation chair. I read a study once that said students love to discuss their topic, but they don't really like to write about it. And I think that that's true for most of us. So dedicate yourself to writing and getting something down for your dissertation chair to read and to make comments on. Email, call, and set appointments with your dissertation chair. Once students go AWOL during dissertation, the chances of them finishing really decreases. It's the students who keep working on their dissertation every week and who really plow through the difficult times that finish their dissertation. Research collected on dissertation students shows that students who work with a cohort throughout the dissertation process are much more likely to finish than those that take a semester off. So do yourself a favor and stay with the herd. I'd like to share this quote with you. Now finish the work so that your eager willingness to do it may be matched by your completion of it according to your means. These words are found in 2 Corinthians chapter 8. Paul was writing to the church after they had agreed to a project or a taking up of an offering, but they had not yet taken action. They had not fulfilled their good intentions. Paul is telling us that where there is a readiness or a willingness, let there also be performance. Resolutions or intentions have a strange way of sitting on the shelf. You don't want to have just been willing to earn your doctorate. You really want to earn it. Your dissertation chair knows all about the road that is paved with good intentions. We want you to take Paul's advice and take action. Don't stop writing. There are opposing forces. As busy adults, parents, professionals, you're being tugged on from every side. You're going to have to conquer those hurdles. You're going to have to jump over them in order to get this dissertation finished. But you can do it. Determine now to persevere and to be a completer. Ask your family and friends to help you to persevere and to set aside time to work on your dissertation. But most importantly, ask God to help you. Rely on His strength and His endurance in order to finish your dissertation. Thanks for watching Thriving with Sarah. Remember, we're learning on the journey.